Inland Sports.
And join us now on the Inland Sports Show. These guys are 3-0 to start the 2024 season, and the best might still be to come for the Hemet Bulldogs. We got Keeso, Pitchford, Draven, Lopez join us here on the program. Keeso, we'll start with you first because you're on the screen right there. 3-0, man. Things are looking good right now for the Hemet Bulldogs.
Looking good.
So, Keeso, through the first 3 games of the year, what would you say really stood out to you about your team? What have you guys done well?
I feel like what we've done well, we always play together as a team. Even at times, when one's down, we always there for each other to lift each other up through the hard time. I think that's the reason why we push through to get, the wins that we're getting right now. And that's what we beat other teams that, just working together as a family, just make sure that we're there for each other and just working together. So that's definitely the main reason why we're being so successful right now. We have many more wins to come and just way more growth to make happen.
All right, Draven, I'll ask you the same thing because you guys had some success last year, but I just feel like it feels different this year for this Hemet team. Am I right?
Yeah, it's a little different. Of course, we lost our running back last year. It started for 4 years, so that was definitely a big loss. But we returned a lot of people. We gained a lot of people like Keeso, who's first year playing football here. A lot of new people coming out as we've been winning more. So that's been good. And then a new defense. We had a new DC. We had a new defense in. It's just allowed us to give teams some confusion. We've played defense real well. I think our defense has only given up 19 points so far, and we've scored 12 as a defense. So that's been the main key is our defense, holding it down. The Talkwards game, we didn't play our best offensively, but we got the win. And then after that, our offense kind of picked it up. Our O-line, we're a little young. We have a couple new starters, so that's been a little bumpy to begin with, but they're starting to pick it up and learn. And this last game, we were able to run the ball a lot better, so that was real good.
You get some high praise for your defense. What's it like for you as the quarterback going up against that defense, in practice each day? How has that defense maybe made you better for the games?
It definitely made me better, especially playing against like I said, a different defense. It's not one you usually typically see. It helped me. It also helped our offense out going against different looks. We're able to switch between 2 different looks, which helps our offense in practice and our scout team, obviously. It gives us 2 different fronts to block, stuff like that. So I think it's been really good. We play a lot of guys both ways, so we all kind of understand the defense and offensive side of the ball. So that's helped us a lot.
Mm-hmm. Well, Draven, I'm looking at your schedule. You mentioned the Talkwards game. I do want to go back to that for a second because you had blowout wins against Carter and Indio, but that first game of the year against Talkwards, it was 17-7. So the defense obviously did its job, and that's an important game for you guys. I know it's not a league game, but that's an important game, right? To beat an in-town rival like that.
Yeah, it was definitely an important one. Defense played great. I didn't play a great game myself. I had 3 interceptions. It wasn't very good offensively at all. We weren't able to run the ball. We weren't able to throw the ball. Their defense kind of locked us up. The thing that separated us was defense and special teams. Special teams, we played great, and they unfortunately didn't. They had a couple key fumbles on special teams where we were able to capitalize, and that's what gave us one of the touchdowns. And then a couple 4th and 1s, 4th and inches where we came up with big stops. I know Keeso had a big stop on 4th and 1. They ran a little toss play. He came downhill and made a tackle, which was pretty big in their territory. So, yeah, definitely defense and special teams stepping up during that game.
All right, Keeso, I'll go back to you. The defense, man. Why is the defense so strong this year, you think?
The defense is so strong this year because, us DBs, especially, we make sure to communicate off the field. We have group chats before games. Our coach makes us take a test about all the formations the other team has. So I feel like that all plays a part. So when we come in the game, we're not confused. We already know the plays, the formats. So it all just all ravels into one. Our D-line, linebackers, they all communicate very well. Back to what I was saying, we just work together, make sure that everybody knows what they're doing, because make sure that we make mistakes in practice. So by the time we play a game, it all just, relapse, and just that's the reason why for sure.
Locked in, you know what to do. Let me ask you, obviously you guys are athletically talented, you've got a good team. But how much of the preparation for your opponent is like what you said, doing your homework and knowing like their tendencies or the things that they like to do or their strengths or weaknesses? Like how much homework do you guys have to put in, to feel like you're ready to play, in this case, Diamond Ranch this week?
Our coach usually wants us to watch around 2 hours of film, but it's really all, to the matter of when you start to really understand everything that the team has playing. If you feel like the 2 hours of film isn't enough, just keep watching, just keep studying to really get the basics down and to get everything done and settled. So by that time the game comes, there's no confusion. I feel like that's what we go big on. We make sure that we have everything done, that everybody knows that what they're doing, and that we just work hard in practice.
All right, Keeso.
Working hard in practice is definitely our biggest thing.
Well, you got Diamond Ranch this coming week, and I know practice, as we do this interview, practice might be a little bit different this week because of the temperatures and the fires and the air quality. I know it's kind of a wacky week leading up to Diamond Ranch, but what are some things that you guys can do as a team to feel like you're continuing to get better and improving and you're ready to play on Friday night against Diamond Ranch?
I just feel like everybody just needs to watch film on them. Our coach sent us film. We already know what we're expecting. So if everybody just plays their part, just watches and study the other team, then it should all come together at once by the time that game comes, even though, all the weather, things that's going on with the fires and stuff. If we just watch film, study the plays, and just know what we're doing, it should all be fine. Work out perfectly, even though we're not practicing.
Draven, let me go back to you. How much fun are you having this season? And it's fun to win, right? Going 3-0 to those first 3 games.
Yeah, definitely. It's been a lot of fun. Like our coach always said, it's not fun losing. So if you're out here just to have fun, you better be winning. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Definitely going 3-0. Definitely getting to play Talkwitz our first game was a lot of fun. That was the first time that any school in town was playing, or any school played us for 5 years in town. So that was fun. And then just winning by a lot, staying together as a team, that's been a lot of fun, and just knowing we have a lot of room to grow. Even though we are 3-0, we got a lot more to do. We got a lot more places to get better. We've struggled in some areas. Even though we're great on defense right now, we struggle tackling. Everybody on the defense has. So that's one place where we know we can improve. So that's just exciting to know that we can get a lot better than where we are.
That's awesome, man. That's a good point there. Especially get better before Sun Belt League. I mean, you guys are in the Sun Belt now, and I'm looking at your schedule. There's some really good teams. I mean, Riverside Poly went to a finals last year. You add Hillcrest, they're really good. Valley View looks like they're having a bounce back season. They look pretty good. Arlington and Rancho Christian. I mean, that's a tough league, man, but it's wide open. Do you feel like you guys should be right there in the mix in terms of a league championship when all the dust settles?
Yeah, I don't think there should be we should be in the mix no matter what. Like you said, it's a lot harder this year, which it will be a lot harder. Valley View's looking a lot stronger than they have years prior. Like you said, Hillcrest looks really good. Poly's coming off a CIF championship runner-up. Yeah. So, yeah, league's a lot tougher. I feel like we can be in the mix with anybody we play, though. As long as we practice right that week, watch film, prepare well, I don't think there's a team where we don't think we can win. I mean, our team has a very competitive edge to them, so that's the other thing. I mean, we all think no matter who we play, we're going to win. Doesn't matter. So I think we'll be pretty good. I think we'll be fine in league. It's going to come down to preparation and staying healthy too.
All right, guys, let's do this. Let's wrap it up like this. I'll start with Draven, then I'll go to Keeso too. Draven, I want you to do a little name dropping. Who are some of the guys offensively that have stood out for him? And then Keeso, you can do the same for defense. I don't know if you guys both want to take Quentin Skinner or who gets Q or whatever, but Draven, talk about the offense. Do a little name dropping. Who's really been popping off for the Bulldogs?
Yeah, so offensively, obviously, Quentin Skinner, he's had 4 touchdowns for us. Our sophomore running back, Drew Neal, it's his first year playing varsity football, so he's been a little nervous, but he kind of settled in the last couple games. He had a 60-yard touchdown run in Indio. And then, like I said, the O-line's stepping up. Ian, he started our first game this past week, and he did really well. The whole O-line, we wouldn't be anywhere without them. Tyler Trout, he had a big game this past game. Christopher Washington, and then, of course, Keeso. But everybody seemed to step up a little bit. Even our backup running back and slot receiver, James Abner, he's done real well. And he plays defense too. So everybody's kind of stepped up and filled roles when we need them to. Everybody, like I said, most of the people play both ways. So when we have a guy tired, it's really important that we have people we can count on who can come in and get the job done.
Yeah, for sure. Sounds like you guys do. And Keeso, on the defensive side of the football, let's do a little name dropping. Who has stood out?
Okay, first of all, I'm going to start off with all of our DBs. We got Tyler Trout right now. He's playing at safety. You know, he has last year he averaged the most interceptions, so he's definitely a great help for the team. You know, to make sure that nobody gets behind that backfield, and that he just always has that coverage. That's what he plays really well. Then on the other side, the opposite side of me, we have Christopher Washington. He's having a great season right now. You know, there's still more things that we can improve on, both of us on our sides, but it's definitely all coming together. You know, got to thank our D-line, our linebackers all coming together. Russell Huster, Jaden Griffin, got Blake, Malohi, all of them. It wouldn't be possible without them, you know, just stopping running backs, making sure that, you know, plays just get ran through that middle and that everything just gets stopped. So it's definitely all of us as a team, though, that plays a part. So I just want to thank the whole defense for just, you know, working hard to the beginning to the end and just making sure that we secured it up.
Yeah, and it sounds like you got some key players playing on both sides of the football, you know, playing almost like every single snap. So Iron Man football, right? And you're one of those guys.
Yeah. Mainly, there is a lot of people on the team that plays both sides. We're all about, you know, stamina. Our coach make sure that we're conditioned. So by that time, we can expect, you know, to just have to play that overtime. You never know if the game has to go overtime. We just have to be ready and just be stamina.
Well, Keeso, listen, I really appreciate the time. Draven as well, man. Congrats on that 3-0 start. You guys have Diamond Ranch this week, trying to push it to 4-0. Congratulations, and hopefully we can catch up again down the road. I got a feeling you guys will be right in the mix for that league championship, and who knows, maybe a deep CIF run as well, man. That'd be awesome.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That'd be great. Well, I appreciate you, man.
You got it. That's the Hemet Bulldogs here on the Inland Sports Show. Inland Sports.